Stretching across 12 states, America's Midwest is a region shaped by wide skies, golden fields, and the warmth of its people. While endless rows of corn and soybeans define much of the landscape, the heartland offers far more than farmland. Charming river towns, peaceful Great Lakes shores, and vibrant cities break up the countryside, offering endless possibilities for weekend wanderers seeking both rest and adventure. Which Midwest city is known as the Windy City and sits right on the edge of one of the Great Lakes? Stay tuned to find out. As its name suggests, Lake of the Ozarks lies cradled within the gentle folds of the Ozark Mountains, a shimmering expanse of blue that seems to stretch endlessly across central Missouri. With its winding shoreline and wooded hills rolling down to meet the water, this beloved destination captures the essence of a perfect Midwestern escape, peaceful, scenic, and brimming with things to do at your own pace. The lake itself is the heart of it all. On a warm weekend morning, the surface comes alive with the hum of jet skis, the graceful arcs of paddleboards, and the quiet focus of early risers casting fishing lines. Whether you're swimming in a quiet cove, basking in the sun on a rented pontoon, or simply enjoying the gentle lull of the waves from a lakeside deck, there's something about the water here that invites you to slow down and breathe a little deeper. But there's more to Lake of the Ozarks than its glistening waters. For those who prefer their adventures on land, the surrounding area offers an array of dry land delights. Lace up your hiking boots and wander the wooded trails of Lake of the Ozarks State Park, where dense forests open to scenic overlooks and hidden springs. Tee off at one of the many well-kept golf courses, or for something truly unexpected, head underground to explore the cool, echoing passages of Bridal Cave, where stalactites and legends fill the air with mystery. It's a place where you can feel far away from everything, without ever leaving the comforts of home, where sunrise comes with birdsong over misty hills and sunset leaves the lake glowing like molten gold. Before we continue our journey, let's test your knowledge real quick. Which Midwestern U.S. city is famously known as the birthplace of Motown music? Comment your guess below. Cradled along the west bank of the mighty Mississippi River, St. Louis unfolds like a vibrant patchwork of culture, history, and heart. It's one of Missouri's most inviting cities, often overlooked for the coasts, but rich with its own rhythm and charm. Named in honor of Louis IX of France, the city bears a legacy as storied as the river that runs beside it, flowing gently between past and present. St. Louis is the kind of place where old brick buildings hum with stories, and leafy neighborhoods give way to art-filled avenues and bustling markets. Each district, be it the lively central West End, the soulful streets of Soulard, or the historic architecture of Lafayette Square, has its own personality, offering something unique to discover on every corner. At the city's heart rises the Gateway Arch, a gleaming symbol of westward expansion and hope. Its graceful curve, always catching the sun just right, draws your gaze upward and invites you to reflect on journeys past and those yet to come. Beyond the landmarks, St. Louis surprises with its green spaces, from the vast and peaceful Forest Park to the flowering paths of the Missouri Botanical Garden. Culture lovers can find world-class collections at the St. Louis Art Museum, while history enthusiasts can trace the city's past in its Civil War sites and elegant 19th century architecture. St. Louis is more than a stop on the map. It's a feeling. A blend of tradition and modernity, grit and grace. A weekend here feels like stepping into a city that knows how to breathe, that welcomes you with both hands, and that leaves you with a quiet sense of connection, like you've just rediscovered something beautifully familiar. If you are watching this, please click the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. It's completely free, but means a lot to us. There are places in the Midwest where time feels like it stretches backward, and the Badlands is one of them. Tucked into the open expanse of southwestern South Dakota, Badlands National Park reveals a landscape shaped not by the hands of man, but by the patient artistry of wind, water, and time. Over millions of years, rivers carved and storms sculpted, leaving behind a wild and rugged canvas of sharply eroded buttes, dramatic spires, and deep gorges. Each exposed layer of earth tells a story, revealing bands of yellow, red, lavender, and soft gray, like the earth itself decided to wear stripes. This surreal landscape, seemingly plucked from another world, is one of those rare places that can stop you mid-step. At first, there's a gasp, the kind that escapes when beauty catches you off guard. Then comes the silence, the stillness, as you take in a horizon that feels both infinite and intimate. It's a quiet kind of awe that settles in your chest and lingers long after you've left. The Lakota people called this land Makosika, means Badlands, a name born from reverence and caution. The terrain is harsh and unforgiving, the weather mercurial, the maze of cliffs and canyons disorienting. But it's also a place of deep resilience. The Lakota hunted here seasonally, and remnants of ancient life are still found in the layers of fossil, rich soil, reminders of a world long gone yet never truly lost. Today, Badlands National Park protects more than 240,000 acres of this hauntingly beautiful terrain. Wide prairies roll out beside the jagged formations, where bison graze and prairie dogs pop in and out of the grass. In summer, wildflowers bloom in unexpected places, softening the starkness with color. At dusk, the buttes catch the last light like embers, glowing gold, then softening to pink and ash. It's the kind of weekend escape that clears your head, slows your heart, and reminds you just how vast and beautiful the Midwest truly is. Hidden deep in the heart of Michigan's Upper Peninsula, one of the most enchanting places you can visit is Kitch-iti-kipi, also known as the Big Spring. Nestled in the remote wilderness, this serene natural wonder offers an experience that feels almost like a secret shared between the earth and sky. Kitch-iti-kipi is the largest freshwater spring in Michigan, and its beauty is nothing short of mesmerizing. At a depth of 40 feet, the spring's water is a brilliant shade of teal, so clear it almost seems unreal. Standing above it, you can gaze down into the crystalline depths, where every ripple and stone on the spring's floor is visible with stunning clarity. The magic of Kitch-iti-kipi lies in the movement of the water. Fissures in the limestone floor of the spring release a constant flow of fresh water, 40,000 gallons per minute, to be precise. This unceasing rush of water keeps the temperature of the spring at a cool and refreshing 4 or 5 degrees Fahrenheit year-round, making it an ideal place to visit, even during the warm summer months. Visiting Kitch-iti-kipi feels like stepping into another world. As you drift along, the sound of the gentle water and the sight of the fish moving beneath you bring a deep sense of calm, a perfect moment of stillness away from the bustle of everyday life. It's one of those rare places where the simplicity of nature takes center stage, offering peace, beauty, and a connection to the earth's untouched wonders. Tahquamenon Falls State Park is a place where time slows, snow hushes the forest, and nature writes poetry in every frozen branch and flowing stream. In winter, this beloved park transforms into a snowy sanctuary, its dense pine forests cloaked in white, and its famous waterfalls draped in mist and ice. An aerial view reveals a scene straight from a fairy tale. The mighty Tahquamenon River, winding dark and slow through a world painted in silver, suddenly leaps into motion at the brink of the falls, spilling in golden brown ribbons over icy rock. Known affectionately as the Root Beer Falls for its rich amber hue, caused by tannins leached from cedar swamps upstream. Tahquamenon Falls is one of the largest waterfalls east of the Mississippi, with the upper falls spanning nearly 200 feet across and plunging almost 50 feet down. In summer, its thunderous roar draws crowds, but in winter, there's a quieter magic. The river steams in the frigid air, and the snow-covered observation decks offer peaceful solitude with panoramic views of ice-fringed cascades. But the park is more than just its namesake falls. Covering over 46,000 acres, it's a haven for outdoor lovers year-round. Tahquamenon Falls State Park invites both adventure and stillness. You can hike, camp, fish, or simply stand in quiet awe as mist rises from the river and sunlight filters through frosted pine branches. It's a place that reminds visitors of nature's quiet strength and beauty, especially in the hush of a Midwestern winter. Tahquamenon Falls offers a rare kind of escape, wild, wonderful, and utterly unforgettable. Chicago rises like a modern-day mosaic on the western shore of Lake Michigan, a city of grit, grace, and grand ambition. From its bold skyline, crowned by architectural marvels, to the curve of its lakeshore trails that stretch endlessly into the horizon, the Windy City hums with quiet confidence. There's a certain pride here, not boastful but deeply rooted, in every street mural, every jazz riff echoing through the alleys, and in the warm-hearted determination of those who call this city home. Often hailed as the heartbeat of the American Midwest, Chicago is where industrious spirit meets creative soul. It's a city that tells its story through soaring skyscrapers shaped by legends of architecture, and through world-class museums where art and history come alive. Yet for all its cultural weight, Chicago never loses its sense of ease. Along the lakeshore, you'll find pockets of serenity. Lush green parks where locals picnic beneath the trees, beaches where the afternoon sun glitters on the water, and Navy Pier alive with color and joy. Each neighborhood brings its own flavor, from the jazz-soaked streets of Bronzeville to the European charm of Andersonville and the bold colors of murals in Pilsen to the tree-lined calm of Lincoln Park. Chicago is more than just a destination. It's a vibrant collage of culture, history, and hope. A weekend here may only scratch the surface, but it will leave you full, with inspiration, with stories, and maybe even with a deep dish pizza to take home. Wichita is at the heart of Kansas, both geographically and culturally, and it's a city that quietly surprises those who take the time to explore it. As the state's largest metropolitan area, with a population nearing 700,000, Wichita plays a vital role as a commercial, medical, and cultural hub. Yet for all its development and modern charm, it still holds tight to that warm, welcoming Midwestern spirit that instantly puts visitors at ease. Known affectionately as the air capital of the world, Wichita's skies have long been filled with stories of innovation, and its aviation legacy lives on at the fascinating Kansas Aviation Museum and numerous aerospace companies that call the city home. But there's more here than just industry and history. Over the past few years, Wichita has embraced a wave of revitalization. Downtown now hums with energy, home to an impressive collection of 33 museums, 22 attractions, and 22 theaters, all interwoven with green spaces, street art, and scenic walking paths along the Arkansas River. The city has quietly grown into a culinary gem, offering everything from casual comfort eats to upscale farm-to-table dining that reflects the region's agricultural roots. With over 1,000 restaurants to choose from, your taste buds will be in for a treat. Easily accessible by car or a short flight, and just minutes from the airport, Wichita makes for a seamless and satisfying weekend escape. It's a place where history, creativity, and a deep sense of community blend together, offering you not just a getaway, but a place that feels, in many ways, like home. Cradling the northern tip of Minnesota and brushing the Canadian border, Voyageurs National Park is a place where water, sky, and forest blend into a living, breathing wilderness. It's a landscape shaped by ice and time, an interconnected web of glacially carved lakes framed by whispering boreal forests, where the rhythm of life still follows the gentle lap of waves against the shoreline. Named for the French-Canadian fur traders or voyageurs, who once paddled their birch bark canoes across these same waters in the 18th and 19th centuries. The park invites modern explorers to slow down, listen, and connect with a deeper sense of the land. But the story of Voyageurs begins long before the fur trade. The area was first home to the ancestors of the Bois Forte band of Chippewa, who have lived in harmony with this wild terrain for over 10,000 years. Their knowledge of the lakes, rivers, and forests still echoes through the place, carried on the wind and reflected in the quiet dignity of the natural world. Today, Voyageurs National Park is a sanctuary for solitude seekers, anglers, photographers, and stargazers. Designated as an international dark sky park, it offers one of the clearest, most humbling views of the night sky in the contiguous United States. On clear nights, the aurora borealis Wawate, as it is known in Ojibwe, dances overhead in shimmering ribbons of green and gold, casting a magical glow across the still waters. For those yearning to disconnect from the noise of the modern world and rediscover something timeless and wild, Voyageurs is more than a weekend escape. It's a return to stillness, to story, and to the soul of the North. Downtown Indianapolis, affectionately known as Downtown Indy or the Mile Square, is a vibrant urban core where history, creativity, and Midwestern charm intertwine. First mapped in the early 1800s, the original mile square has steadily blossomed into a dynamic hub spanning over 6 square miles, encompassing a patchwork of 9 unique neighborhoods. Though its borders have grown, the heart of the city still beats strongest here, along tree-lined streets, scenic canals, and cultural corridors teeming with energy. A weekend in downtown Indy offers far more than just skyline views and bustling streets. Hidden corners reveal unexpected gems, a grand cathedral that could be mistaken for a Highland fortress, and a lush, glass-roofed garden where contemporary sculptures mingle with sunlight and greenery. Downtown Indy is a place where each street corner seems to hold a small surprise. Whether it's a pop-up concert, a family-run eatery serving Midwestern comfort food with a twist, or a quiet park where the city's hum softens to a whisper. It's an ideal weekend escape for those looking to balance culture and relaxation, adventure and reflection. So take your time exploring. Let the rhythm of the city guide you, from canal walks at golden hour to lively patios buzzing with music and laughter. Downtown Indianapolis may surprise you, not only with how much there is to do, but with how effortlessly it invites you in and makes you feel right at home. The Door County Peninsula in Wisconsin, often affectionately dubbed the state's thumb, is one of the Midwest's most beloved escapes. A place where the pace slows, the skies stretch wide, and the water seems to whisper serenity. Nestled between Green Bay and Lake Michigan, this peninsula offers more than just scenic views. It presents a chance to rediscover the joy of simple pleasures, from hand-in-hand strolls along quiet beaches to afternoons spent sipping cherry wine at a family-run vineyard. With over 300 miles of shoreline, Door County is a haven for nature lovers and artists alike. Rugged limestone cliffs, hidden sea caves, and gentle bays offer a dramatic yet peaceful backdrop for kayaking, sailing, or simply sitting still and letting the waves lull your thoughts into stillness. What makes Door County especially magical is its atmosphere. There's a timelessness here that draws you in, a sense that this place is meant to be savored rather than rushed. You'll find cozy resorts tucked among the trees, lovingly restored inns, and charming B&Bs where mornings begin with homemade jam and lake breezes. Local businesses take center stage, from farm stands brimming with fresh cherries and cheeses to artisan shops and waterfront cafes. And thanks to the peninsula's thoughtful layout, you can stay in one central spot and enjoy easy day trips to explore its many coastal treasures. Come for the views, stay for the feeling, and leave already planning your next visit. Kansas City, Missouri's crown jewel, stands proudly as the largest and most populous city in the state, an inviting blend of urban charm and Midwest warmth. While it ranks 36th in size among American cities, Kansas City feels anything but anonymous. It pulses with a personality that's all its own, one shaped by history, flavored by barbecue, and carried forward by a deep sense of pride in both tradition and transformation. The city unfolds like a patchwork quilt, made up of distinct neighborhoods that each carry a different rhythm. The city itself is composed of several different neighborhoods, including the River District, the 18th and Vine District, and the Country Club Plaza. Once known for its stockyards and railroads, Kansas City has gracefully reinvented itself in recent years. Ambitious redevelopment projects have breathed new life into its downtown, transforming once-forgotten corners into vibrant public spaces, creative hubs, and bustling eateries. This blend of past and present gives the city a layered character, where the echoes of its working-class roots still hum beneath a skyline on the rise. It's this duality, city and country, old and new, that makes Kansas City so magnetic. You can wander through world-class museums in the morning, catch a jazz set in a cozy lounge by night, and in between, enjoy the simple pleasures of good food, friendly faces, and wide-open skies. In this city where fountains sparkle and saxophones sigh, time moves at just the right pace. Perched gracefully along the scenic shores of Lake Erie, Cleveland, Ohio, is one of those cities that quietly surprises you. Often overlooked in favor of more high-profile destinations, it remains an underrated gem of the American Midwest, rich in culture, brimming with charm, and offering far more than meets the eye. Known fondly as the rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland sings with creativity. What makes Cleveland so inviting is its beautifully unpretentious spirit. There's a genuine warmth here, a Midwestern hospitality that welcomes visitors with open arms and a sense of ease. You'll find it in the smile of a barista serving pour-over coffee in Ohio City, in the friendly chatter at a Saturday farmer's market, and in the shared laughter over a flight of craft brews at a local brewery. The city's culinary scene is quietly flourishing too, refined yet approachable, with innovative chefs drawing on both global flavors and regional traditions. Add in a vibrant art scene, world-class museums, miles of waterfront parks, and a walkable downtown full of life and light, and you'll begin to understand why Cleveland deserves a spot on your Midwest getaway list. Yes, with so much to explore, from cultural icons to quiet corners of beauty, it can feel overwhelming deciding where to begin. But that's part of the magic. Cleveland invites you to slow down, wander a little, and let your own curiosity shape the perfect weekend. Let the lake breeze guide you, and let this unassuming city surprise you. Although often overshadowed by the towering presence of nearby Chicago, Milwaukee quietly holds its own, a cultured cosmopolitan gem waiting to be discovered. As Wisconsin's largest city, it rests along the tranquil western shore of Lake Michigan, where the Milwaukee River, joined by the Menominee and Kinnickinnic, winds through its neighborhoods like blue ribbons threading together the city's stories. Milwaukee's strategic location and rich industrial heritage have long drawn people from all walks of life, shaping a city that's as welcoming as it is diverse. Today, that heritage is reflected in a vibrant blend of old and new. Wander its downtown streets, and you'll find striking historic architecture sharing space with sleek modern design. Around every corner, there's something to discover. Museums that inspire, landmarks that tell tales of resilience and reinvention, and neighborhoods that feel like small villages within a bustling city. The city's cultural offerings are more than just impressive. They're deeply woven into the local identity. Music lovers are especially drawn to the rhythm of the city, particularly during Summerfest, one of the largest and most beloved music festivals in the country. When warm weather rolls in, Milwaukee pulses with life. Its waterfront promenades fill with laughter. Boats glide across the lake, and the scent of grilling brats floats through the air. But perhaps Milwaukee is most at home in its nickname, Brew City. In every season, Milwaukee offers something special. Golden autumns along the lake, festive winter markets, flower-strewn spring parks, and long summer evenings filled with music and light. It's a place where you can slow down, connect, and enjoy the quiet luxury of discovery. So, if you're searching for a weekend escape that blends warmth, creativity, and just the right dose of surprise, Milwaukee may be the Midwest's best-kept secret, waiting with open arms and a cold brew. Planning a trip to Nebraska this summer? Be sure to give yourself time to explore all the delights that Omaha has to offer. Once known as the original gateway to the West, this charming riverside city has quietly grown into one of the Midwest's most inviting destinations. A place where history, culture, and modern flair come together in a way that feels effortless and authentic. Though often underrated, Omaha is full of surprises. A weekend here can feel both refreshing and nostalgic, offering a thoughtful mix of world-class museums, thoughtful public art, independent eateries, and historic districts that invite slow wandering. The city's vibrant downtown, particularly the Old Market District, is like stepping into another time. With cobblestone streets, restored 19th century buildings, and cozy corner cafes where conversations linger over locally roasted coffee or handcrafted cocktails. The culinary scene here is another pleasant discovery. For those drawn to history and heritage, Omaha tells its story beautifully. And when the sun sets over the Missouri River, the city glows softly. Bridges light up, street musicians fill the air with melodies, and a gentle breeze hints at just how magical the Midwest can be. Omaha's charm isn't loud or flashy. It's steady, soulful, and deeply satisfying. So, pack light and bring your curiosity. Omaha welcomes you with open arms and a quiet confidence, ready to offer a weekend that's equal parts enriching and relaxing. Tucked into the gently rolling prairies of southeastern Nebraska, the city of Lincoln blends Midwestern charm with a quietly energetic spirit. As the state capital and home to the University of Nebraska, this vibrant city of around 300,000 offers a little bit of everything: history, culture, community, and a strong sense of place that makes it one of the Midwest's most rewarding weekend destinations. Founded in 1856 and later named in honor of President Abraham Lincoln, the city carries its historical legacy with pride. But Lincoln is far from stuck in the past. Walk its leafy streets today, and you'll discover a modern city with a youthful pulse, thanks in part to the university students who fill its cafes, bookstores, and green spaces with a sense of possibility and curiosity. No visit is complete without a stop at the Nebraska State Capitol, a striking architectural masterpiece of Art Deco design that rises elegantly into the sky. One of the highlights of the tour is access to the 14th floor observation deck, offering panoramic views of the city. As the home of the University of Nebraska, Lincoln is also a major sports town, and college football games, especially at Memorial Stadium, are the city's biggest events. On game days, try to secure a ticket and join the 80,000-strong crowd in cheering for the Nebraska Cornhuskers, creating an electric atmosphere that embodies the city's passion for sports. In Lincoln, every corner holds a story, every smile feels genuine, and the pace invites you to slow down and soak it all in. It's a place that balances history and progress with ease, a place where weekend wanderers can find both excitement and serenity in equal measure. affectionately dubbed the Twin Cities, Minneapolis and its sister city, St. Paul, form the vibrant heart of Minnesota. While they share a border and a deep cultural bond, Minneapolis exudes its own distinct energy, a blend of urban sophistication and natural serenity that makes it a truly special place for a weekend retreat. Famed for its shimmering chain of lakes, the city invites visitors to explore its natural beauty in every season. Alongside the lakes, the Mississippi River winds its way past historic mills and modern parks, offering scenic overlooks and peaceful moments to pause and breathe in the fresh Midwestern air. Minnehaha Falls, one of the city's most beloved natural landmarks, cascades gracefully down a 53-foot drop, tucked within a leafy urban park. It's a favorite spot for locals and visitors alike, a place to reflect, picnic, or simply listen to the soothing sound of rushing water. The city's extensive network of walking and biking trails crisscross through parks and neighborhoods, making it easy to enjoy the outdoors at your own pace. But Minneapolis is much more than its natural beauty. Its skyline, an elegant silhouette of modern architecture, rises above a city that pulses with art, innovation, and expression. Music lovers will feel the rhythm of the city in places that pay homage to legends like Prince, while live performances light up local theaters on any given night. It's a city where natural landscapes and cultural landmarks exist side by side, where each neighborhood feels like a chapter in a larger story, inviting you to slow down, look closer, and stay just a little longer. It's easy to mistake Grand Marais for a quaint seaside village straight out of coastal New England or the misty harbors of the Pacific Northwest. But this little gem, cradled along Minnesota's rugged North Shore, belongs solely to the Midwest, perched gracefully on the edge of Lake Superior, where the forest meets the water in breathtaking harmony. With a population of just over 1,400, this serene town may be small, but it's brimming with charm and character. Grand Marais beckons to outdoor enthusiasts, creative souls, and wanderers who long for slow mornings by the water and golden evenings framed by pine-covered hills. Nature surrounds the town in every direction, offering opportunities to hike through boreal forest, paddle across glassy bays, or simply sit and listen to the waves roll in against ancient stone. The town itself is as walkable as it is welcoming. Just a 2-hour drive north of Duluth, Grand Marais feels worlds away from the hurried rhythm of city life. This picturesque lake, part of a sprawling chain of lakes in the Minocqua area, is beloved for its calm, glimmering waters and the timeless charm of the town that hugs its shoreline. On summer days, the surface of the lake comes alive with kayaks, pontoons, and families enjoying a slow cruise past dense forests and cozy boathouses. Yet even in its liveliest moments, Lake Minocqua never loses its serene spirit. The town of Minocqua, often called the Island City, sits on a peninsula surrounded by water, offering visitors the chance to enjoy lakeside dining, quaint shops, and a warm, small-town welcome. A scenic bridge connects the bustling downtown with quiet wooded trails, and from above, the view of boats dotting the bay beneath the lush green canopy is nothing short of poetic. Stretching gracefully into the glistening waters of Lake Michigan, Navy Pier is more than just a Chicago landmark. It's a beloved symbol of the city's vibrant spirit and timeless charm. Since its grand opening in 1916, the pier has evolved from a modest shipping and recreation facility into one of the Midwest's most iconic destinations. Today, it draws over 9 million visitors each year, and it's easy to see why. With nearly 3,300 feet of boardwalk reaching into the lake, Navy Pier offers a breathtaking panorama. The sparkling blue of Lake Michigan on one side, and the towering silhouette of the Chicago skyline rising proudly on the other. During the summer months, the pier pulses with life. Colorful fireworks burst across the night sky, echoing above the water as boats glide quietly beneath. Live music drifts from open-air stages, children laugh on the Centennial Wheel, and couples sip cocktails with the breeze in their hair and sunlight shimmering on the waves. Sightseeing cruises, charming cafes, theatrical performances, and public art installations come together in one harmonious celebration of culture, joy, and connection. Yet Navy Pier's magic isn't confined to the warmer seasons. As autumn rolls in, the lake takes on a deeper hue, and the pier shifts into a cozy, festive space. Twinkling lights, seasonal markets, and indoor attractions invite visitors to linger, even on chilly afternoons. Here, every moment, whether you're watching the skyline at sunset, browsing through a local shop, or simply savoring the rhythm of the waves, feels a little more meaningful. As the largest pier in the world, Navy Pier isn't just a place to visit, it's a place to feel. A gateway to the lake, to the city's soul, and to memories that stay long after the weekend fades. Tucked along the winding northern banks of the Ohio River, Cincinnati is a city that surprises quietly, revealing its treasures layer by layer to those who take the time to look. Often overshadowed by larger metropolises, this gem in southwestern Ohio has long carried the graceful nickname of the Queen City, a title that reflects not only its picturesque beauty, but also the depth of its history, culture, and character. Its picturesque location caught the eye of even Charles Dickens, who described the city as vibrant, bustling, and full of life. With rolling green hills gently embracing the skyline and bridges that arc poetically across the river, Cincinnati blends natural charm with architectural elegance in a way that feels both nostalgic and refreshingly alive. Wander its diverse neighborhoods, and you'll find echoes of old-world Europe in Over the Rhine, one of the largest intact historic districts in the country, where cobblestone streets and 19th-century buildings now house artisanal bakeries, microbreweries, and contemporary art spaces. The city's German roots run deep here, infusing the local culture with hearty cuisine, annual festivals, and a warm communal spirit. Cincinnati is also a city of learning and inspiration, home to an impressive collection of museums that speak to every curiosity. It's a place where the past and present walk hand in hand, where jazz mingles with the hum of streetcars, and where every corner has a story waiting to unfold. So, when planning your next weekend escape in the Midwest, let Cincinnati beckon with its quiet confidence, its soulful rhythm, and its enduring charm. A city that feels as inviting as an old friend and as inspiring as a new adventure. From quiet lakeside mornings to lively city evenings, the Midwest offers weekend escapes that feel both comforting and full of surprise. Each destination, whether a cozy river town or a bustling downtown, carries a sense of home, even for first-time visitors. So the next time you feel the pull of open roads and wide skies, remember, the Midwest is always just a short drive away, waiting to welcome you back